Let me tell you something no one probably told you when you were growing up. Comparison is the thief of joy. It's the most silent killer of your confidence. And yet, we do it every single day. We scroll, we swipe, we double tap, and somewhere between the filters and highlight reels, we start believing we are not enough. But here's a story. There was a young girl, ordinary background, average grades, never the loudest voice in the room. But she had something. A dream maybe, or just a spark that refused to die. She watched others get ahead, faster, louder, more perfect. She stumbled, she fell, and every time she looked around, it felt like someone else was already there, already better. Until one day, she stopped looking around, she looked within. She said, what if I gave everything to my lane? What if I became the best version of me instead of a poor copy of someone else? And that changed everything. Because the moment you stop comparing is the moment you start evolving. You don't need their paths. You don't need their timeline. You don't need their validation. Your story, your messy, imperfect, beautiful story is worth telling. You are not late. You are not less. You are becoming. So the next time you're tempted to compare, remember, the only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday. Because real success, it's not about being better than others. It's about being unapologetically you. Comparison destroys confidence. It's not loud, not obvious. It doesn't announce itself. It's quiet, silent, subtle. It sneaks in when you're scrolling through someone's perfect vacation, their fit body, their dream job, or that flawless smile they posted just now. And suddenly, your own life feels small, less than, not enough. You were proud of your progress just a minute ago, but now it doesn't feel like progress at all. You feel painful, lesser, exhausted. And perfection is just a lie, coming to a point to recede, but you reject the feelings. That's the thing about comparison. It doesn't show you the full story. It only shows you the highlight reel of someone else's life. And it tricks your mind into believing you're behind, even when you're doing just fine. Even when you're trying your best. You start questioning your worth, doubting your pace, losing your peace. You forget your journey is your own. Your timeline is your own. Your path was never meant to look like theirs. And yet, comparison convinces you that you're in some kind of invisible race. A race with people who aren't even on the same road as you. And the worst part? You start shrinking yourself. You stop celebrating your small wins. You stop showing up the way you used to. Bold, real, vibrant. Because now you feel like you're not enough. Not successful enough. Not pretty enough. Not smart enough. And confidence? It quietly slips away. It doesn't leave in one dramatic exit. It leaves drop by drop every time you look at someone else and say, why not me? But here's the truth. There is no one like you. No one with your story. No one with your fire. And the more you compare, the more disconnected you become from your own magic. Confidence is not built by looking outward. It's built by owning who you are fully, completely, unapologetically. So every time comparison tries to creep in, pause, breathe, and remind yourself you were never meant to be anyone else. Social media highlights are not real life. They're curated, edited, filtered, carefully chosen moments meant to impress, not express. But we forget that. We take them at face value. We scroll through perfectly lit photos, luxurious vacations, sculpted bodies, smiling couples, and we assume that's reality. That's their everyday, that's their truth. And then we look at our own life, our messy rooms, our tired faces, our unpaid bills, our silent struggles. And we start to feel small, like we're missing something, like we're falling behind. But what you're seeing on that screen isn't the whole picture. It's not the anxiety behind the smile. It's not the loneliness behind the caption. It's not the arguments behind the couple goals. It's not the exhaustion behind the glowing skin. It's just a highlight. A frame, a second captured out of 1,000 unspoken moments. But your brain doesn't see it that way. Your brain compares their best second to your entire reality. And that's where the damage begins. You start measuring your value against someone else's filter. You start defining your worth through likes, follows, and comments. You let validation become digital. You let numbers decide how good you feel about yourself. But your value was never meant to be measured that way. You are more than a feed, more than an algorithm, more than a perfectly timed post. You're human. And being human means being messy, raw, real. It means having days where nothing feels right. It means learning, failing, trying again. But you don't see that on social media. You see the end result, not the hard road it took to get there. And if you keep measuring your life against someone else's filtered success, you'll always feel behind. You'll always feel like you're not doing enough. But the truth is, You're doing fine. You're doing better than you think. You don't need a filter to be worthy. You don't need a perfect moment to be valuable. You just need to remember that what you see online is not the full story. It never was. Focus inward, not outward, because the answers you're looking for are not out there. They're not in someone else's approval, not in the applause, not in the attention. Your greatest power doesn't lie in what others think of you. It lies in what you believe about yourself. But we've been taught to look outside, to seek validation, to chase success, status, perfection. We compare, we compete, we constantly try to match the standards set by a world that doesn't even know us. And in the process, we lose touch with who we really are. We silence our own voice just to be accepted by voices that don't even matter. But the truth, everything you need to rise, to heal, to grow, it already lives within you. Your strength, your wisdom, your fire, it's all inside, waiting to be remembered, waiting to be trusted. The world outside will keep shifting, opinions will change, trends will fade, people will come and go. But the relationship you have with yourself, that's permanent. That's the one thing you carry wherever you go. So take the time to turn inward, to listen, to reflect, to reconnect with your gut, your instincts, your intuition. That quiet voice that always knew the way, even when you were too distracted to hear it. You don't need to prove yourself to the world. You need to prove to yourself that you are enough. Not because someone said so, but because deep down you know it, you feel it. And when you start to focus inward, you stop chasing, you stop seeking permission to be who you are. You begin to move differently. You begin to live on your own terms, not controlled by fear, not controlled by comparison, but led by your inner compass. And that is where real power begins. Your journey is unique. It was never meant to look like anyone else's. You weren't created to walk their path. You were born to walk yours, with your own timing, your own lessons, your own rhythm. But somewhere along the way, you were told there's only one version of success, one path to happiness, one definition of worth. So you started looking around, you tried to fit into molds that were never meant for you. You chased dreams that didn't belong to your heart. You followed timelines that weren't written for your life. And in doing so, you slowly drifted away from your own truth. But here's what they never told you. Your journey is not late. Your pace is not wrong. Your detours are not failures. They are part of your becoming. Your experiences, your heartbreaks, your triumphs, they are shaping something beautiful and deeply personal. No one else can live your story. No one else can carry your purpose. Even if someone else seems ahead, even if their life looks perfect from the outside, it doesn't mean you're behind. Because you're not in the same race. You're not even running on the same track. What they were called to do is not what you were meant to do. And what you're here to create, no one else can. So stop measuring your worth with someone else's journey. Stop dimming your light just to match someone else's glow. Your uniqueness is your power. Your struggles, your growth, your resilience, that's your path. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be yours. And when you finally stop trying to follow someone else's steps, you find your own ground, your own strength. You start to trust the process. You start to believe in the timing of your life. And that's when you begin to rise. Not as a copy of someone else, but as the real you. Progression is personal. It's not something you measure by looking left and right. It's not about how fast someone else is moving. It's about how far you've come from where you started. Growth doesn't care about speed, it cares about direction. Because you can be moving fast and still be headed the wrong way. You can hit milestones and still feel empty inside. You can be celebrated by others but disconnected from yourself. So what's the point of rushing if you're not aligned with your truth? Real progress doesn't always look impressive from the outside. Sometimes it looks like choosing rest over burnout. Sometimes it looks like saying no when you used to always say yes. Sometimes it's just waking up and trying again after a tough day. That is growth. That is progress. But because we've been trained to glorify hustle, to celebrate speed, we often overlook the quiet wins. We ignore the internal shifts. We wait for big results to feel proud, while the small victories go unnoticed. But the truth is, those small steps, they matter the most. Because they're sustainable, they're honest, they're real. Progress is not a race, it's a journey. And it won't look the same for everyone. Some people grow in silence, some people bloom late, some people take detours that lead to better destinations. So stop pressuring yourself to move faster. Start asking yourself, am I moving in the right direction? Am I growing into the person I want to be? Am I showing up even when it's hard? That's what counts. Even if the world can't see your progress, you can feel it in your thoughts, in your choices, in your energy. So trust your pace, honor your growth, and remember, slow progress is still progress. The girl in the story represents all of us. She's not just one person, she's every person who's ever felt invisible, every person who's ever questioned their worth. She's the one who showed up even when no one clapped. She's the one who kept going even when everything felt heavy. She had a spark. Small maybe, but real. And that spark, it's inside you too. You might not feel it every day. Some days it flickers. Some days it hides beneath self-doubt, fear, exhaustion. But it never disappears. It's always there, waiting to be protected, nurtured, believed in. Because life has a way of trying to put it out. With rejection, with criticism, with comparison, with noise. People will tell you to be realistic, to stay in your lane, to shrink your voice, to lower your light. But the truth is that spark was never meant to fit into their comfort zones. It was meant to grow, to burn brighter, to light up paths that have never been walked before. And just like that girl, you have the choice to guard your spark or let the world smother it. To believe in your fire even when no one else does. You don't need to roar to be powerful. You don't need the whole world to notice. You just need to keep your flame alive. Protect it with your courage. Fuel it with your purpose. And trust that in time, it'll become something unstoppable. That spark inside you, it's your gift, it's your truth, it's the reason you're here. And no matter how ordinary you feel, no matter how many times you've been overlooked or underestimated, remember this: you are not invisible, you are not powerless, you are carrying something sacred within you. And just like the girl in the story, you were never meant to stay in the background. You were meant to rise, shift the competition, compete with yourself, not others. Because the real game isn't out there. It's not about being better than the next person. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. But that's not what we've been taught. We've been told to win, to outperform, to prove we're ahead. And in that chase, we forget the one person we were meant to grow with: ourselves. We look at someone else's chapter 20 and question our chapter 2. We compare timelines, achievements, and appearances like there's only room for one person to succeed. But there isn't. There's space for all of us. You don't need to run someone else's race. You don't need to match their pace. Your journey was designed for you. The only question that truly matters is, are you evolving? Are you growing into the person you want to become? Are you showing up with more discipline, more self-awareness, more heart than you did last week? That's what real competition looks like. It's personal, it's quiet, it happens in the choices no one sees, in the sacrifices you make when no one's watching, in the moments when you decide not to quit, even though no one would blame you if you did. You see, when you compete with yourself, you build resilience, you build focus, you build authenticity. But when you constantly compete with others, you drain, you lose joy, you lose gratitude, you lose connection with your own purpose. So shift it, turn the energy inward, let others inspire you, not intimidate you. Let their success remind you of what's possible, not what you're lacking. You are your only real competition. The goal isn't to be perfect, the goal is to be progressing, to rise a little higher, to love a little deeper, to believe in yourself a little more than you did yesterday. That's the kind of competition that creates real transformation. That's the kind that lasts. Self-awareness is the key to evolution, because you can't change what you don't understand. You can't heal what you won't face. True transformation doesn't start with changing the world. It starts with knowing who you are, not the version the world expects you to be, not the mask you wear to fit in, but the real, raw, unfiltered you, the one underneath the noise, the one behind the smiles and roles and title. When you know who you are, what you value, what you believe, what you feel, you begin to take your power back. You stop living on autopilot. You stop repeating patterns that no longer serve you. You begin to ask better questions. Why am I reacting this way? What am I really afraid of? What story have I been telling myself that's no longer true? That's where the shift happens. That's where growth begins. Not in pretending, not in performing, but in pausing and reflecting. Because self-awareness doesn't always feel good. It's not always pretty. Sometimes it means admitting you've been wrong. Sometimes it means seeing parts of yourself you've ignored for years. But it's worth it. Because the more you understand yourself, the more you can evolve with intention. You start choosing instead of reacting. You start healing instead of hiding. You start aligning instead of people-pleasing. And that alignment, it changes everything. It makes your goals clearer, your relationships deeper, your path brighter. You stop chasing validation and start standing in your truth. You stop trying to become someone else and start becoming more you. That's what real transformation looks like. It's not a moment. It's not a dramatic change overnight. It's a quiet awakening that says, I know who I am. And I know who I want to be. And every step you take from that awareness becomes sacred, becomes intentional, becomes powerful. Because when you know yourself, you no longer live by default, you live by design. You are not too late or too early. You are right on time, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if everyone around you seems ahead, even if your timeline looks different from what you imagined. There is no universal schedule for becoming who you're meant to be. No fixed age for success, no perfect moment for clarity. We all bloom in our own season. But we live in a world that makes you feel like you're running behind, like you're supposed to have it all figured out by now, like if you haven't achieved certain things by a certain age, you failed. That's not true. That's just pressure. That's just noise. Because your journey isn't supposed to look like theirs. You're not here to follow someone else's clock. You're here to honor your own rhythm. And that rhythm? It's divine. It's personal. It's right on time. Even your delays have purpose. Even your detours are part of the design. The heartbreak, the confusion, the stillness. They're shaping you in ways you don't even see yet. They're building something in you that can't be rushed. So take a breath. Stop comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. Stop doubting your pace just because someone else is moving faster. This is not a race, this is your life. And everything that's meant for you will meet you when you're ready for it. Not a moment before, not a second too late. Trust that timing, trust the unfolding. You are not missing out, you are not behind, you are learning, growing, evolving, right on schedule. Your timeline is sacred. Your journey is unfolding exactly the way it needs to. So keep going, keep trusting, and remind yourself as often as you need to, you're not too late, you're not too early. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Authenticity wins in the long run because the world is tired of the fakes, it's tired of the masks, the versions of you that you think you should be just to fit in. We've all tried it, dressing up in someone else's expectations, trying to please, trying to belong, but there's a catch. It never feels right. It's exhausting to pretend, to constantly worry about how others see you, to shape yourself into what you think the world wants. It drains your energy, it steals your peace, and in the process you lose touch with the most important thing, who you truly are. But when you are yourself, when you stand in your truth, you stand tall, you stand free. And that authenticity, it radiates, it attracts the people, the opportunities and the experiences that are meant for you. Because when you're real, you don't have to work hard to convince anyone. You don't have to perform. You don't have to fight for approval. Your energy speaks for itself. The world will adjust to you. It will meet you at your level. And yes, it may be uncomfortable at first. Because stepping into your authentic self means facing fears, it means letting go of approval from others, it means being willing to stand alone if needed. But here's the beauty. Those who matter will appreciate the real you. They'll see your value because they'll feel your authenticity. And in the long run, that's what lasts. That's what creates deep connections. That's what builds lasting success. The world is always going to try to tell you who you should be, but you get to decide. You get to decide to be brave enough, to be yourself, to let go of the pressure, to trust that the right people will find you, that the right opportunities will come to you when you stop pretending to be someone else. Authenticity wins because it's the one thing no one can fake. It's your unique, irreplaceable gift to the world. So stop hiding behind masks. Stop trying to fit into a box that was never meant for you. Be bold. Be unapologetically you. Because when you embrace your authentic self, you give the world permission to do the same. And that's where true connection, true success, and true happiness lie. Remember, authenticity wins in the long run. And the moment you choose to show up as your real self, the world will adjust and align with your truth. So stand tall, be brave enough to be you, and watch how everything starts to fall into place.